everybody. In this video, I'm going to go over chapters 7 and 12. Chapter 7 is over the spiritual stages of development, so we will go over a few of those, and then we will go from there. So, one of the developmental models that was discussed in chapter 7 was Alfred Adler's wellness model. Alfred Adler is a prominent psychotherapist and the founder of individual psychology, and he introduced a comprehensive wellness model that considers the integration of physical, psychological, and spiritual aspects. Central to Adler's model are notions of social connection, life purpose, and a sense of belonging, which are all vital for human well-being. He stated that as individuals work towards self-actualization and a deeper understanding of their purpose, they naturally progress spiritually, moving beyond mere material or egocentric pursuits. Adler used the term invisible self to describe aspects of an individual's personality that are not readily observable but deeply influence thoughts, feelings, and behavior. This includes beliefs, values, aspirations, and motivations that shape how a person perceives themselves and the world. Adler's wellness model emphasizes the interconnectedness of physical, psychological, and spiritual well-being. He believed that optimal wellness involves harmony and balance across these dimensions, with the invisible self playing a crucial role in shaping overall wellness. Adler's approach to wellness goes beyond addressing physical symptoms or psychological issues. It recognizes the importance of addressing underlying beliefs, values, and existential concerns that contribute to a person's sense of fulfillment and purpose in life. Adler placed significant emphasis on the social context and relationships in shaping the invisible self. He believed that feelings of belongingness, social connectedness, and meaningful connections with others are essential for psychological and spiritual well-being. The invisible self encompasses an individual's search for meaning and purpose in life. Adler highlighted the importance of having a sense of direction, goals, and a personal belief system that aligns with one's values and aspirations. Central to Adler's wellness model is the concept of self-actualization, which involves realizing one's full potential and striving for personal growth. This process involves ongoing exploration and development of the invisible self, leading to greater self-awareness and authenticity. The next one is James Fowler's Stages of Faith Development, which provide a framework for understanding how individuals' beliefs and spiritual understanding evolve over time. Stage 0, which is primal or undifferentiated faith, is infancy to 3 years old. In this stage, faith is primarily intuitive and based on trust in caregivers. Children in this stage have a basic sense of security but lack cognitive understanding of faith concepts. Stage 1, which is intuitive projective faith, ages 3 to 7. Children in this stage begin to develop language and imagination, shaping their understanding of faith through stories, symbols, and rituals. They often view religious teachings in literal and concrete terms. Stage 2 is mythic literal faith, ages 7 to 12. This stage is characterized by a more systematic understanding of religious stories and beliefs. Children start to differentiate between fantasy and reality, but may still interpret religious narratives in a literal way. Stage 3 is the synthetic conventional faith, which is adolescence to young adult. In this stage, individuals begin to critically evaluate their beliefs and adopt a more personalized faith perspective. They integrate their religious views with broader societal norms and values, often aligning with the beliefs of their community or tradition. Stage 4, which is individuative reflective faith, which is young adulthood. At this stage, individuals engage in deeper self-reflection and questioning of their beliefs. They may explore different religious traditions, philosophies, and perspectives, seeking a more authentic and personally meaningful faith. Stage 5 is conjunctive faith, which is middle adulthood. This stage involves a greater appreciation for complexity and paradox within religious and spiritual concepts. Individuals develop a more inclusive and compassionate worldview integrating diverse perspectives and embracing ambiguity. Stage 6 is universalizing faith, which is rarely achieved. In this final stage, this represents a profound sense of unity and transcendence. Individuals in this stage demonstrate a deep commitment to justice, love, and spiritual interconnectedness, often transcending traditional religious boundaries. The next one that I want to go over is Ken Wilber's Stages of Consciousness. This one was not outlined in the book, but I think that it's really important to understand Ken Wilber's work. So I did post a link to a video that goes over um, more in depth of kind of like what his work is and the integral model and a lot of really interesting things that I'd encourage you to look at. But for now, I'm just going to focus on this one in here to kind of give you an understanding of what Wilber believes is the stages of consciousness um, and how he kind of approaches things. So, Ken Wilber's stages of consciousness refer to a hierarchical framework that outlines the development and evolution of human consciousness across various levels or stages. These stages are often represented as a continuum, with each stage building upon and transcending the previous one. Each stage represents a unique level of awareness, values, and worldview. So you start off at the bottom, which is infrared. This stage is focused on the physical self and survival instincts. It represents the earliest and most basic level of consciousness, characterized by instinctual behavior and primal needs. The next one is magenta. At this stage, individuals develop a sense of emotional unity and belonging within their tribe or community. Magical thinking and a strong emotional connection to tribal rituals and symbols are prominent. The next one is red. This stage is marked by egocentric behavior and a warrior mentality. Individuals assert dominance and seek power and control within their social group. Impulsive actions and a focus on immediate gratification are common. The next one is amber. In this stage, individuals adopt traditional values, roles, and societal norms. There's a strong emphasis on hierarchy rules and maintaining order within established institutions and belief systems. The next one is orange. This stage is characterized by rational thinking, goal setting, and individual achievement. Material success, innovation, and progress are valued, and individuals strive for personal freedom and success. The next one is green. Individuals at this stage embrace diversity, empathy, and social justice. They question authority, value inclusivity, and prioritize environmental sustainability and human rights. The next one is teal. The teal stage represents an integration of multiple perspectives, systems thinking, and holistic understanding. Individuals at this stage seek synergy, cooperation, and finding common ground across diverse viewpoints. The next one is turquoise. Similar to teal, turquoise emphasizes holistic thinking and interconnectedness. It involves a deep appreciation for complexity, spiritual insights, and a recognition of the interdependence of all life. The next one is indigo. This stage involves heightened intuition, psychic abilities, and a sense of interconnectedness beyond the physical realm. Individuals may experience mystical experiences and expanded states of consciousness. The next one is violet. At this stage, individuals experience subtle spiritual energies and deep spiritual insights. There's an awareness of transcendent realities and a connection to spiritual dimensions beyond ordinary perception. The next one is ultraviolet. The ultraviolet stage represents a direct experience of pure awareness, unity consciousness, and oneness with the divine or spiritual consciousness. Ego boundaries dissolve, and individuals may experience profound states of bliss and enlightenment. And the last one is clear light. This stage represents the highest level of spiritual realization, characterized by complete unity, non dual awareness, and transcendence of individual identity. It is a state of pure consciousness and a universal oneness. These stages illustrate the progression of consciousness from basic survival instincts to profound spiritual realization, highlighting the complexity and potential for growth within the human experience. So, here are two other ones that I wanted to just kind of go over for you all to consider. So, Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages and theory of psychosocial development complement spiritual growth by addressing the interplay between social interactions, personal identity, and existential questions. His stages span from infancy to maturity, with each stage presenting unique challenges and opportunities for psychological and spiritual development. Maslow's hierarchy of needs illustrates how human needs evolve from basic survival and physiological requirements to higher order needs, such as self actualization and transcendence. This framework underscores the intrinsic connection between material well being, psychological fulfillment, and spiritual aspirations. All right, on to chapter 12, which is about spiritual triggers and maladies. Spiritual triggers are catalysts or stimuli that evoke spiritual experiences, insights, or transformations. They can be internal or external events, thoughts, emotions, or encounters that prompt individuals to go deeper into their spirituality, question their beliefs, or experience moments of profound connection, awakening, or realization. Spiritual triggers could be stressful events, traumatic experiences, grief and loss, environmental triggers, social situations, conflict and confrontation, work or academic pressures, change in routine, financial challenges, health challenges, relationship dynamics, or self evaluation and criticism. Spiritual maladies are challenges, obstacles, or disturbances that affect one's spiritual well being or growth. Spiritual maladies can manifest as inner conflicts, doubts, existential crises, emotional distress, or obstacles on the path to spiritual development. They may stem from unresolved issues, egoic patterns, external influences, or misunderstandings about spirituality. Addressing spiritual maladies often involves self reflection, healing, and seeking support or guidance to navigate inner challenges and foster spiritual growth. Emotional immaturity is a part of the readings that we had you all do. So, emotional immaturity can significantly impact how individuals experience and respond to life events, especially their own spiritual understanding and exploration. Someone's emotional immaturity can be affected by their developmental stages and affect the development of their own spirituality. Emotional immaturity could be limited emotional regulation, difficulty in self reflection, maladaptive coping mechanisms, lack of emotional resilience, struggles with interpersonal dynamics, resistance to growth and healing, and like I said earlier, it can have an impact on spiritual development. Marcia's identity statuses are a framework to use to understand how individuals develop and navigate their sense of identity. These statuses can provide insights into emotional maturity or immaturity based on how individuals perceive and respond to identity-related challenges. So, of these identities, we're going to go through each of them. The first one is identity diffusion. In this status, individuals have not yet explored or committed to a sense of identity. They may lack a clear understanding of their values, beliefs, goals, and sense of self. This lack of exploration and commitment can contribute to emotional immaturity, as individuals may struggle with self awareness, decision making, and coping with life's challenges. Identity foreclosure is where individuals have adopted an identity without exploring alternative options or considering different perspectives. They may conform to societal or parental expectations without critical reflection. This limited exploration can contribute to emotional immaturity, as individuals may lack the depth of self awareness and resilience needed to navigate complex emotions and interpersonal dynamics. Identity moratorium is where individuals are actively exploring different identities and options, but have not yet committed to a specific identity. This phase involves questioning, experimentation, and learning about oneself and the world. While this status may involve emotional turmoil and uncertainty, it can also foster emotional growth and maturity as individuals engage in self discovery, reflection, and personal development. Lastly, we have identity achievement, which is the culmination of identity exploration and commitment. Individuals in the identity achievement status have actively explored various aspects of their identity, values, beliefs, and goals. They have made informed decisions about their identity and have a strong sense of self. This status is associated with emotional maturity, as individuals have developed a deeper understanding of themselves, their emotions, and how to navigate life's challenges effectively. Marsh's identity statuses provide a framework for understanding how individuals develop their sense of identity, which in turn can influence emotional maturity or immaturity. Identity diffusion and foreclosure may be associated with emotional immaturity due to limited self awareness, exploration, and critical reflection. Moratorium involves active exploration and learning, which can contribute to emotional growth. And identity achievement is linked to emotional maturity as individuals have developed a strong sense of self and coping skills. Emerging adulthood was another thing that you all read about. So there is fear associated with becoming an adult, which often stems from uncertainties and challenges associated with taking on increased responsibilities, navigating new roles and expectations, and facing the realities of independence and autonomy. Some people becoming adults may face difficulty with responsibility overload, financial concerns, career uncertainty, relationship challenges, emotional and mental health issues, independence and autonomy, societal pressure, loss of childhood security, identity and self discovery, and life transitions. The fear associated with becoming an adult can intersect with spiritual triggers and maladies in various ways, influencing individuals' spiritual well being and growth. The fear of adulthood often includes existential concerns about meaning, purpose, and the nature of existence. This existential fear can act as a spiritual trigger, which prompts individuals to explore deeper questions about spirituality, identity, and their place in the world. It may lead to a search for spiritual meaning, connection to higher powers, or seeking answers to existential dilemmas through spiritual practices or beliefs. The emotional turmoil associated with fears of adulthood, such as responsibility overload, financial concerns, or relationship challenges, can contribute to spiritual maladies such as spiritual crises. These crises may involve questioning one's beliefs, feeling disconnected from spiritual values or practices, or experiencing a loss of faith or existential despair. The fear and stress of adulthood can exacerbate these spiritual struggles, requiring individuals to navigate inner conflicts and seek spiritual support or guidance. In response to fears and challenges associated with adulthood, individuals may turn to spirituality as a coping mechanism or source of guidance. This can manifest as seeking solace in spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or mindfulness to manage stress, anxiety, or emotional distress. It may also involve seeking spiritual leaders, mentors, or communities for support and guidance during challenging times. The fear of adulthood can prompt individuals to explore their values, beliefs, and worldviews, which can intersect with spiritual exploration. This exploration may involve reevaluating childhood beliefs, questioning societal norms, or seeking alignment between personal values and spiritual principles. It can be a catalyst for spiritual growth, self discovery, and developing a deeper understanding of one's spiritual identity and purpose. Facing fears and challenges in adulthood can lead to the integration of spiritual wisdom and insights into daily life. Individuals may draw upon spiritual teachings, practices, or values to navigate difficult decisions, cope with uncertainty, and cultivate resilience and inner strength. This integration of spirituality can support emotional well being, personal growth, and navigating spiritual triggers and maladies associated with adulthood. The fear of becoming an adult can intersect with spiritual triggers and maladies in complex ways, influencing individual spiritual journeys, beliefs, coping strategies, and search for meaning and purpose. It highlights the interconnectedness between emotional, psychological, and spiritual aspects of human experience during times of transition and growth. So that is all that I have for chapter 7 and 12. If you all have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help. Have a great day.